Greetings, brothers and sisters. It's very appropriate that we begin our Christmas season with readings about the early days of Jesus and his birth in Bethlehem. And yesterday we celebrated the Feast of the Holy Family. And we had that really kind of tragic story about the angel visiting Joseph and saying, you have to take Mary and Jesus and flee to Egypt because of this pending massacre that was being planned by King Herod. And we don't see any hesitancy about Joseph at all. He's listening to what the angel has said, and he's responding with immediacy and endurance. There's no questioning about that. And it's very similar to what Mary has done in her visitation when it was announced that she was going to conceive. I trust in God. He'll take care of the rest. And so they leave and they flee to Egypt. They do exactly as the will of God has dictated to them. And today, our gospel passage, the account, is really about the presentation of Jesus in the temple. And just before this particular reading here, where we are introduced to Anna, we've had Simeon, who recognizes Jesus and recounts the prophecy that he's received to the Virgin Mary, and said this child is destined to be the rise and fall of many. But we have this beautiful encounter of Anna, and she's a widow. Her husband's been dead for many, many years. And she spends her days and her nights in the temple praying and fasting. How absolutely wonderful. And she too is just following the promptings of the Holy Spirit, not questioning, how long is this going to take? Why do I have to keep doing this? Do I have to continue to pray on my knees? She's just following the promptings of the Holy Spirit. Their eyes are fixed on the Lord, and they trust completely. And when Anna encounters Jesus, she can't help but talk to everyone about who Jesus is and about how he represents the redemption of Israel. Wonderful, wonderful messages. Anna reminds me a little bit of my own mom. I am number 6 out of 8 kids, and my mother was similarly widowed when she was very, very young. And my mother had to bear the burden of raising 8 kids really on her own. And she spent many days in front of the Blessed Sacrament in adoration, asking a lot of questions. Why has this happened? How are we going to get through? And I don't know what kinds of answers she received, but she stayed steady with the course, and she trusted in Jesus. My friends, we don't know where our paths are going to bring us to in our lives. And we all know friends and family who have encountered some very, very difficult challenges. And we're all prompted to ask, why does this happen? We don't know the answers to that. But we do know that with each step that we take, as long as we trust in God, his plan will unfold before us. The more we come to know that we need to rely on God, the closer we get to him. And the closer we get to him, the more we grow in holiness. And our lives are journeys about traveling to greater holiness. We ask Jesus today to bless us with everything that we're going to need to encounter all the challenges and all the blessings that we're going to receive in this new year. And the more that we trust in him, the more our lives will be conformed to his will, and the greater joy we'll experience, so that when our days on earth are finished, we'll be able to enjoy him in eternity in heaven. Jesus, I trust in you.